Okay, let's dive with the secret question. What's something people usually don't know about you?
I would have hoped it would have been a happy answer, but generally, I have a chronic health condition called ME-CFS with fibromyalgia that I never spoke about my entire 24 years of career for fear of bias, and I regret that. So now I advocate for awareness of the same, so other people with similar challenges don't need to suffer silence and fear besides the actual painful condition that they're enduring.
Wow, I never heard this kind of condition. Do you mind to explain more in deeper level?
Yeah, of course. So fibromyalgia is where you're constantly in pain. Your every fiber of your body is in pain. So my good days are when I can tolerate the pain, and the bad days are when I need to take a painkiller. And there are people who are quite bed bound because of it, but thankfully mine is not that bad because of a lot of alternate therapies I go through. And chronic fatigue syndrome, or the CFS, ME-CFS, is something I acquired 8 years back after a really bad flu. It is where it's an energy limiting condition, wherein a person can have, all of us normal people, when you do an activity, if you go for a run or you do a lot of cooking, you go for a party, you sit back and you have a cup of tea, you sleep, get up, and your energy gets stocked up. But
Yeah.
people with this condition have limited energy, which doesn't get regenerated at the same rate. So I would assume I have, say, I will call it 12 teaspoons, like so many teaspoons of energy, and I need to manage everything within that. So if I am going to have a shower today, I will say I can't make dinner. If I have to go out to the park with my child, then I have to come back and lie down for rest of the day. If I have a social event, then I have to be in bed for 3 days. So this again can be mild, moderate, or severe. There are young kids, even 12 teenagers who are bed bound versus people who are also able to have be functional like me. But yeah, it is an invisible disability. People don't see it. Many times when I say, people say, "Oh, you look good. You do so many things." But social media is deceiving. They don't see the times when I'm actually in bed trying to recover for a week or so, just because I decided to go out and play in the park with my daughter. So small things in life become hard when you have this condition.
Thank you for your sharing because honestly, first time I can hear that, and I'm just admire you because I believe in these days we not consider how much energy do we have because we just wasting usually all the time just for wrong people, not important things. And sometimes for myself, when I'm going to the event, I'm back in my bed for sure 4 hours because it's exhausted. So it's like for you, you have to be very thoughtful where you direct your energy. So
Yes. Pacing is the biggest technique, and which brings in prioritization. So my life has become more meaningful. I really have to decide what's important and where I invest my time. People I spend time with, I like to spend time with people who bring that positive energy. Well, I feel energized rather than going into a big party because it's the place to be, and you don't, or you have a FOMO and you feel drained and you're in bed for next 1 week. So I don't go to those. So I look at it as a blessing to in my life to put my energy and focus on things that truly matter. And that clarity has come in early, rather as having spent 50, 60 years, and then you realize, gosh, I wasted so much of time on things that didn't mean anything.
yes, it is. How is it? I'm not saying that it's blessing, but it's give my for me impact to be more concentrated. And by the way, thank you so much for today that you are here in our podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad too, because as I said, I know spoken about it. And when I was in a job, I always thought people would decide that I can't do something or they will not give me opportunities. What will people think if I say I have a disability? So I never spoke about it, though I was leading a lot of inclusion based activities. Now I think about I should have created a platform and a safe place for others to share. And that's what I do. And I work with this charity called Astrid, which supports people with this condition to get back into some form of normalcy and acceptance.
I think you're doing an amazing job, and you need to speak about that loudly because I believe some some human beings don't even know that is existing. So this is need to be aware and how to deal with it for that person who have it. So it's kind of they need you.